You're very, very welcome to this live session, or you may be watching the replay. So this is really supporting you with your Akashic record connection, your practice into the Akashic records to do your own healing, get clarity, get guidance. And if you're not aware of who I am, my name is Marina, the Soul Alchemist. And I support my clients with clearing non-beneficial energy, limiting patterns, beliefs, from the Akashic records, but also connecting them to their soul identity, so they really understand how they have been created to show up and do life, do business, do careers, do whatever. I kind of give that insight. And so what I've been doing for a number of months now is really supporting you with you connecting with your own Akashic records, because it's an amazing empowerment tool, which I truly believe everybody should really grasp and kind of really get hold of and use to really kind of support themselves with kind of creating the life that you really truly want to have. I can't see any comments, so I do apologize if you are commenting. I just can't see anything. So today what I wanted to look at is the idea of servitude, which, you know, we still are in servitude in some shape or form, because that's what we do. We like to support each other. That's how we've been created as kind of human beings. We like to have this connection. We like to have relationships. We like to feel part of a tribe. But in certain lifetimes, and even in the present lifetime, you may be going above and beyond what is appropriate for your own energetic, your own energies, appropriate in terms of behavior, and also perhaps, your kind of beliefs as well, in terms of what is right and what isn't so right, what is aligned, what isn't. And we may have been in servitude because we feared the situation that we were in. We may have been, we may have been forced into servitude because we would have lost our lives if we didn't obey. Or it might be that you're in a very, very supportive role, in a healing role, but we've overstepped the boundaries, and we do things, we take responsibility for people, we want to really kind of fix and save them, and kind of really go overboard, and that might be because we have our own self-worth. We don't feel very loved, but that's a great way to get love and attention from others, is to kind of be really overly supportive, or have the problems for people. Whenever they've got like issues, you try and really help and support them. And that is a pattern of being overly supportive, and it will come from this aspect of servitude. So what I wanted to do is to connect with the Akashic records, to really get you to connect with a lifetime which is not serving you, literally, that is going to help you just to have more appropriate boundaries with your own energies, but also other people's energies as well. So you're not taking responsibility for people. You're allowing them to have their own experience, to make their own mistakes, and not control situations, or feel that you have to, be in this kind of servitude role in some kind of shape or form. So it might be that it shows up that you then have more courage to have, uncomfortable conversations and get support. So you don't feel that you're always the one that people fall to, or you're always the one that will pick up the pieces. So it allows you to just kind of step out of those types of patterns and cycles that we find ourselves in for whatever reason. So what I'm going to do is we're going to just take a few breaths. We're going to connect to the Mother Earth. We're going to connect to Divine Source, call in the spiritual support team, and then I'm going to take you into your Akashic records. So if you'd just like to get comfortable and just really start to just kind of shift yourself around in your chair. And then what I want you to do is just start to relax. And just give yourself permission for the next 20 minutes to just relax. Give yourself this time to connect with your own Akashic records and shift something that's just really isn't serving you. So whatever we do today is going to just really support you moving forward. So take a deep breath in for me. And what we're doing is we're going to call back your energy from across time and space, people and events. And on that out breath, I just want everything to release. Allow your shoulders to drop. Breathe any energy out that's not serving you. And take another deep breath in. And again, calling back your energy from across time and space, people and events. And on that out breath, just allow the shoulders to relax, the forehead to soften, the jaw also to slacken off. Just allow all that tension to melt away as you're becoming more and more relaxed, letting go. And again, take another deep breath in, calling back your energy from across time and space, people and events. And again, on that out breath, I just want you to visualize, imagine, sense, feel, know that anything that isn't yours is just being released back to the earth, draining away from your aura, from your physical, mental, emotional, and spiritual bodies. Just bring your attention now to your feet. I just want you to start to feel them getting heavier and heavier. Heavier and heavier. And you may start to sense, feel, or imagine, or just go with it, that your feet are starting to sink into the floor. And this is perfectly safe. There's no reason to feel worried about your feet being connected with the earth. But as your feet start to sink into the earth, you're just establishing a very, very firm connection with Mother Earth, with Gaia. And as your feet are sinking into the earth, I just want you to start to imagine that there's this beautiful connection, this cord of energy that's come up from the heart of Mother Earth, from a crystal. And just sense, know, feel, or see whatever colour that cord is. And it is like a thick, strong root that's come from the heart of Mother Earth. And whatever that crystalline energy is, it's just what you need to take through your body today to cleanse, clear, and open up the chakras. So that thick, strong root is just wrapping around the ankles. And it's just holding you safely and securely to the earth, so you stay grounded, your body stays physically connected to the earth. This also supports you with grounding afterwards. It allows you to come back into your physical body much quicker. So start to bring that energy, whatever that root is holding, and that colour, start to bring it through the Earth Star chakra, which is below your feet, then into your feet and up the legs, up to the knees, up to the thighs. And as we take this beautiful energy through the chakras, they will balance and open to the perfect point for you. So start to take that energy through the root chakra at the base of the spine, through the sex organs, through the solar plexus, through the sacral chakra, then the navel chakra, then the solar plexus, up to the heart chakra. And I just want you to pause here at the heart chakra. Take a deep breath in for me. And on that out breath, I just want you to imagine that your heart is like a flower that's just opening its petals like it would in the early morning sun. Just opening that up. Just allowing for compassion and for any forgiveness that's needed today. Take the energy now up to the shoulders and allow it to fall down the arms, to the elbows, to the wrists, and then to the palm chakras in your hands. Just see those as small buds, flowers opening up. Bring your attention now up to your neck. Take the energy through the throat chakra. Up to the third eye, the point between your eyebrows. Just see that opening. Take the energy now into the middle of the head through the pituitary and pineal glands, up to the crown. Just notice your ear chakras have also opened. It's just going to allow you to hear, sense, feel any of the messages with more clarity. We're now going to take the energy through the crown chakra to the causal at the back of the head, above your head through the soul star chakra, the universal, and then the stellar gateway at the top. Sending that energy now to every corner of your room. And this energy is just starting to expand and fill every aspect of the room, every object, piece of furniture. All of your surrounding environment is being cleansed and cleared with this energy that's just sweeping. It's kind of swirling around your physical body. As it's swirling around, it's just touching every aspect. And it becomes cleansed, it becomes cleared. So we're now going to ask for our spiritual support team to step in. So calling in Archangel Michael, Raphael, Gabriel, and Uriel, please take a space around our physical bodies. Archangel Michael behind, Archangel Gabriel to your left, Archangel Uriel in front of you, and Archangel Raphael to the right. Archangel Sandalphon, please take a space below our feet. Also supporting that connection, our connection with Mother Earth. And Archangel Metatron, I just want you to bring down, please, a cord of energy from Divine Source. So Archangel Metatron is bringing through the ceiling of the room that you're sat in a connection to Divine Source. And this could be different for each of you. It could be a cord of energy. It could be a beam of light. It could be a pillar of light. It might be a golden sphere or something else. Whatever this connection looks like for you or feels like, just note that Archangel Metatron is now bringing that through the etheric chakras above your head and at the back. It's gently placing it on the crown, and that connection then instantly makes its way through the column, the central column of your body, going through all of your chakras and through your feet to the heart of Mother Earth. So you're connected above and below. Just feel that connection. Feel how you're supported and held by these powerful energies, by these 6 archangels. And we're now going to invite your spiritual support team to step in. So whoever wants to hold space for you today. So we're calling in other angels, other archangels, masters, teachers, any galactic councils, star beings, star races, elementals, family members, ancestral guides, your personal spiritual support team, your guardian angel, any aspects of yourself also, your monad self, your inner child, We invite them all here to be with you today. And we're just going to invite your ego to now step out of the physical body. Just imagine, sense, feel or know that your ego quite happily has stepped out of your physical body and is now leaving the room, closing the door behind them. And your ego knows that you will connect after this session. It's perfectly safe. So bring your attention now to your third eye, the point between your eyebrows, and I want you to start to feel this activate. And you may start to feel a pressure, like somebody's pressing the palm of their hand on that point between your eyebrows. Start to see this activate as a purple swirling light that's getting bigger and bigger, bigger and bigger. And it gets so big that you can step through that purple swirling light, find yourself in a corridor, start to head towards the large door at the end of the corridor. As you get to the door, you'll notice that your information, your personal information is on that door, your full name, date of birth, place of birth. Once you can sense, feel, know that that information is there, you're ready to go into your Akashic records. Open the door, step into your cosmic library and allow the door to shut behind you. I want you to make a few steps forward and just kind of take in the surroundings of your library today. Has it changed? Are there any more books? Does it feel different? This is an aspect of you that should feel very comfortable, very welcoming. And I want you to walk towards the large table in the middle of the room, middle of the library. And as you're walking towards that table, you'll notice that your present lifetime book is there on the table, open. And you'll notice that there's information already recorded on the pages. You may even notice that there's words just appearing with every physical move that you make, every thought, every feeling. It's all been recorded. And we're going to just invite your Akashic record keepers to step into the library. So you'll start to see those appearing beside you, and there may be more than one. Your guides are smiling and are really, really happy that you're here today to support yourself with your own healing around the subject of servitude. And your guides are smiling because servitude is a pattern of behavior, a process that we do get stuck in. So whatever you clear today is going to allow you to have more freedom and perhaps more awareness around where you are still operating under this theme of servitude. And I just want to invite any other guides that wish to step into your library today. Just allow them to step in and say hello, introduce yourself, find out who these guides are, if they've got a name, what do they look like. Your guides want to hand you a book. And within this book, it does point to a lifetime where you experienced extreme servitude. And this has created stamps of, or imprints within your physical, mental, emotional, and spiritual bodies. And so these imprints are not helping you, they're not supporting you in any way. In fact, what they do is they trigger, they're like triggers that have you falling into the same patterns, or perhaps thoughts, behaviors, actions over and over again. So your guide hands you this book. And I just want you to feel the weight of the book in your hand or hands. Just really get a sense of what this book feels like, looks like. And just notice if there are any numbers or words or symbols on the outside of the book. And your guides are wanting you to really just hold this book. And as you hold this book, you'll really start to get a sense of whether you were male or female in that lifetime. So just take hold of that. And to now get a sense of what age or average age that this imprint was created. So again, just feel, sense, know. What age were you when this imprint started, this servitude? And then get a sense, either through visuals, but by holding this book, you're being given this information. We are asking for this information to be brought forward to you, to your conscious level. So you may see that in the form of a video. You may start to see it appear around you, so you're in the scene. You may want to open the book and start to read. Or you may just know what happens. But I'm going to give you a few moments to just be in this story and get a sense of why this servitude was created, but also for you to get a sense of the trauma or how it's affecting you. You know, why did that happen? So I'm just going to give you a few moments to really sit in this. And whatever you're feeling or sensing or seeing, we're just going to heal. We're going to heal this book, and we're going to just release any of the trauma, any of the beliefs, any of the limitations that we've created from this lifetime. So just still holding that book, I want you to now take it up to your heart space, hold it at the chest. And your guides clap their hands. And you'll notice that your heart chakra has now been activated as a green ball of light. And this heart energy is starting to emanate from your physical body, and it's starting to encompass that book that you're holding at your chest. That green energy is starting to now encircle you. So you're ending up in a green sphere of energy yourself, which extends right out into the Akashic records, and through the Akashic records, through your library, every aspect of your being and your Akashic records are being filled with this green healing light that is emanating from your heart. Your guides are holding the space as you are healing, sending forgiveness or appreciation, compassion, love to any souls that were involved in that story, in that lifetime, that perhaps you blamed, perhaps that you didn't think highly of, or perhaps you were in fear of. Any souls that were instrumental to this imprint being created, we are now sending forgiveness, love, and healing to them all, and this is for the highest good of all concerned. And as we clear this imprint, we clear the effects of the imprint. We can't change the outcome, we can't change the past, but we can let go of the imprint. We can be released from that imprint, which is what we are doing now. We're releasing ourselves from the trauma, from the effects, and replacing this with divine love, with neutrality, and with learning. So we request that all knowledge, wisdom, and lessons are kept intact within the Akashic records, but we're just allowing that energy to be released, to be healed. And you'll notice that that green ball of energy is starting to retract, starting to come back to your physical body, starting to get smaller and smaller, smaller and smaller, and it starts to now just disappear into the heart space. And you can now take that book from your chest and just notice if the outside or the outside of the book looks differently or feels differently. Perhaps there's been other symbols or words added. And now I want you to hand back that book to your guides. Your guides place them in your pocket and they will put them back after we've left. Now your guide has some wisdom based on that lifetime, based on that situation of servitude that has now been healed, that will support you after this session. So your guides now step forward and give you that message now. And if you need further clarity, then ask for that now. And then when you're ready, I want you to say goodbye to your guides in any way that feels appropriate for you. And I want you to start to head towards the door. And you'll notice as you go past your present lifetime book that whatever lifetime was healed, that's now been imprinted, it's been recorded in your present lifetime book. Servitude is now cancelled. Start to head towards the door of your library. Take one more look around, and then when you're ready, open the door, step through into the corridor, allow the door to shut behind you, and when you're ready, out loud or in your mind, say, I now close my Akashic records. Start to walk towards the purple swirling light at the end of the corridor. And then when you're ready, I want you to step through that purple swirling light. Start to bring yourself back into your physical body. Start to rub the thighs. Rub your feet. And my intention is for you to get exactly what you needed from that session, but also any clarity or further guidance or insight or awareness is going to be coming into your consciousness over the next 24 hours. So that is my intention, that you get those messages. So I hope that you found that useful. So what I got was, went back, I felt like I'd gone back a few centuries. The book was really, really old. There was no particular age on it, but it was very brown and there was kind of these big ribbed pieces on it in terms of the outside. So I felt like I was kind of around the age of 8. And I was being looked after. My parents, I've been orphaned, so I was being looked after this, I think it was like a neighbour, some kind of old woman. And I was doing everything it was a bit like, not Cinderella, but it was kind of, it felt like that. So I was doing everything for her. I got the sense that she wasn't, particularly well, but she was constantly saying, you should be grateful that I'm looking after you because your parents, your parents are dead. And that was kind of the sense. So it was kind of having this real sense of needing to be very grateful because she was, supporting me, although it was kind of, I was like almost like a slave to her. But that was the sense that I had to be very, very grateful and appreciative because she was giving me this lifeline, but she wasn't particularly nice with it. So there was a real sense of heaviness, and what I kept getting was feeling very, very restricted. There was no freedom. And so it was beautiful to heal that image and have this sense of freedom around that. But just, letting go of that kind of real sense of forced gratitude for the situation that I was in. So that's what I got. So I can't see any comments, so I am going to, I will look at those shortly. But do let me know if you're watching the replay, put #replay in the comments. And of course, if you want to message me privately, then that's absolutely fine as well. But I do hope that you feel lighter and just be more conscious about where you maybe overstep your servitude or expect servitude, being overly supported by others, because it can go both ways. So just yeah, do let me know how things unfold. So thank you for joining me, and I'll speak to you soon. Love and blessings. Bye.